Day 3. Good morning. It is a beautiful, beautiful morning. Enjoying that gorgeous view out of my hammock again. Looking forward to enjoying this last morning out here in this beautiful piece of woodlands. And then gotta hike back out again. Always the saddest part. And it's actually kind of neat that the leaves aren't on the trees yet, because if the leaves were on the trees, we definitely wouldn't be able to see as much as we can. Man, I picked the best sleep system for this trip. It was a little heavy, but I was totally warm both nights, and it got down into the mid-30s at least. I mean, it felt really cold both nights, but I was very, very comfortable. My camp, and our base camp's over there. Just took a walk out to this clearing that's near our campsite. It's really interesting being out in the woods this time of year because it's very early spring. And even though you look around and it still looks like wintertime, there's no green, none of the trees have any leaves, you still see signs of spring. This forest has a feeling right now of anticipation. It's almost as if there's an energy here that's ready to explode once spring actually starts. And it hasn't quite gotten there yet. You see buds that are growing. You can see little tiny fiddleheads starting to pop up out of the ground. You can even see like the little tiny buds on the ends of tree branches ready to pop, just waiting for the right springtime day. Another quick tip for you guys is when you boil water, but you want to drink it, but you can't because it's scalding hot, you can pour it in a container like this one, stainless steel canteen. Wasted a bit. That's okay. Look at that, perfect. And then you can take this and set it in the water. If you can get a spot where it gets submerged, that's even better. You could put it in our little weir that we have set up here. Settle it in there. And it can sit in the ice-cold creek water, which will cool it off much faster. Look at this guy, frying bacon up on a hot rock. Man, when you can find a rock like that, you're set. Bravo on that bacon, Danny. Looks phenomenal. For breakfast this morning, I'm going pretty simple. I'm just doing some oatmeal, and I'm adding some freeze-dried pineapple. This is an ingredient I've never used before. It's a little powdery, but I think it'll be good. A little extra water. Time to have a nice breakfast and enjoy sitting by the fire, boil some water for the hike out. Bench held up. Still giving us a nice place to sit.
And was it version 3? Is it version 3 that finally?
Yeah, I think so.
2.3.
Spilled some oatmeal on myself.
Charm, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, that pineapple definitely adds a little bit.
Yeah, just a little extra fruit. Man, yet again, just like yesterday, the weather could not be more perfect than it is right now. It's absolutely the perfect temperature. That was more of a rolling boil just a minute ago. It's good enough for me. My good friend Danny was teaching me about another wild edible that I haven't actually picked before myself. It's called wintergreen. There's some on the ground right here next to me. I wasn't too sure about it when he was showing me, but the reason I totally believed him is if you take one of these leaves and break it open, you can smell that wintergreen smell. It smells like chewing gum, like wintergreen gum. And he made some tea out of it last night, and I tried it and it was outstanding. It's delicious. So I'm gonna pick a couple of leaves here. I'm gonna be careful to only pick a few. I don't want to denude the supply here. So I'm just gonna pick a couple, maybe one from this one, maybe one from this one. I'll walk over to a different area over there where I can see some more, so I'll spread it out so you don't even really affect the overall health of the forest. This area here that I'm walking around in is amazing. There's so much of it around here. If you just kind of look down to the ground, like right here, you can see patches of it all over the place. These wintergreen leaves are actually pretty easy to spot at this time of year, especially because there's no real green on the ground. That must be where they get their name from. They're green even in the wintertime. They have that amazing minty smell. Can't wait to drink them in a tea.
While the water was cold,
Oh, okay.
and let it like essentially cook while the water was boiling instead of just steeping it.
What I'm thinking is these leaves will, the water isn't quite boiling, it's just slightly below, you know, because it boiled and then I let it sit here while I found the leaves. And I think that will help it to not like kind of scorch the leaves, you know what I mean? If it's too hot, that can be bad. Just making a small batch. Put a little raw honey in there just for flavor. Ah, this stuff smells amazing, Danny.
Yeah?
Give it the old taste test. It's good.
Let me get a whack of that.
Yeah, take it to taste. See what you think.
Yeah, because you put the honey in here too, right?
Just a dab. Better, worse, same?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good stuff.
That's very good stuff, yeah.
Nature's skull, huh?
Nature's skull. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
Dude, it does. I took a sip and it was weird. It's like, as it's coming up to your mouth, it smells like gum, but then you take the sip and like, nope, no, that's kind of like skull.
Yeah. It's good though.
I really like it. I think this is delicious. It's like tasting nature, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's definitely a unique flavor that nature provides us.
I'd say it's far more pleasant than pine needle tea, which I make from time to time. Pine needle tea has kind of a bit of a...
Pine needle wintergreen tea.
Oh, man.
Pine the two would be pretty good because I've had pine needle tea. I'm not a huge fan of it. Like,
I like
if
it.
it was the only thing that was there, you know, other than water to drink, I'd probably drink it, but I don't particularly care for it.
I like it. I'm a definitely fan of pine needle tea.
This is delicious. This is my new thing, Danny. Time to pack up the camp. Try and get all the little bits of leaves off of everything. So look, it's got the mosquito net at the top. It's sewed into it. A big zipper down the side, and then it actually has...
Oh, okay. You can slide it right in there.
So I just put my sleeping pad right in there. I'm sorry, I actually already took it out, but you get the gist.
Yeah.
And it adds a lot of just, it spreads it out. It adds like a little bit of cush, and it actually helps with, a lot of times you get cold in a hammock.
The wind
because the
coming,
wind
yeah.
blows, that blocks you from that. It's awesome. Love this hammock. Mosquito hammock, it's called.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
One goes where?
Tie a loop. One loop and one end. That way, it's going right off the bat. And in the hole. If you don't, look out, Josh, you're in a bad spot. Come on! Yeah, got it! Alright.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's true. For you folks watching at home, this is the proper way to put out your fire. Oh, this is cool, right? The rocks are still hot. There's no...
Yeah, I think I'm going to get water first before
So, where do you want to toss them? See, that's definitely cold. I can tell. There's no fire in that handful at all. But no fire at all in that. Nice and clean.
Look how Shane has to sit down for a second.
Yep.
My knees would not allow me to do that.
Nope.
They would both pop out halfway up.
See, for me, it's more the back of like pulling it up. If I do it this way, I can
Yeah, lifting it's not always the easiest thing.
lift
I think
with
I
my
have a
leg.
pretty good system. You do have a handle on it.
Oh, nice.
For that purpose. I usually lift it by this.
They're like 5 handles in one.
I like to get underneath it. so much lighter. Even though I know it's not the case, it feels like it weighs half of what it did when I brought it in here. Feels good. Well, this has been a nice campsite. It's been our home for the past 2 days, but now it's time to give it back to nature. What do you say, guys? Ready to hit the trail? Alrighty, off we go. I can only imagine what this would look like if all these trees were in bloom. I thought they were gonna be this week. Whew. This is tough walk. We've been having some pretty intense storms lately in Pennsylvania, and you can see it taking its toll on this forest. There's so many downed trees and branches everywhere. It's kind of a treacherous terrain to hike through. A bunch of ways to twist an ankle. As I'm hiking through here, I'm kind of amazed that we hiked through this in the dark on Friday night when we came out here. I mean, it's treacherous in the daylight. All fallen logs and loose rocks. That's why I didn't do much filming on the way out. It was just a little too treacherous to film and do it. This is kind of cool though. Salami and cheese. Break time in the woods. Andy, you want some of this?
I'm good, man. Thanks.
Who makes these?
Oh no, they're pretty good.
Kasbah pork from the folks at Meat Crafters.
Meat crafters.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It tastes like some
that's a good
craft
name.
meat, man.
Now,
Damn.
what's the way to get down to that creek down the bottom by trail?
You basically just keep walking down this hill. When you start hitting the pines or the hemlocks, you're almost there. It goes up the side of this hill. Andy and I did it before. Lest we ever forget.
Yeah, it's hard to forget.
It was probably one of the most difficult hikes I've ever done. That's a big mountain.
Yeah.
We literally had to do it in like 20-yard shifts.
What's that? Some kind of cross over there. Definitely wasn't a turkey vulture. Cool.
Birds of prey are so cool. They're the fighter jets of the animal kingdom.
These wild blueberry cheese praise law.
Oh, sorry, Danny.
I was fermenting
I need to warn you
oregano.
before I do that.
Just trying to toss me.
Break time's over. It's our old friend, White Pine. This appears to be some kind of a cistern maybe, or some sort of man-made pond. It actually doesn't look that bad. Not only is it a river of rocks, but it's actually has this green lichen, I guess. It's almost like papery. This is another bushwhacking trail. There is an actual trail, but it's been so long since anybody walked on it, you can barely see it. Yep, I think you're right. We're bushwhacking again, guys. Here's where it gets really thick. Mountain laurels. Gotta love the mountain laurel. Yep, Pennsylvania state flower. Time to walk over a tree. No way! You wait! You're kidding me! You're kidding me!
Got it! That is awesome.
He got it! Holy cow! Danny dropped that on the trail out here in the dark on Friday night, and you just found it. Congratulations, sir.
That just made my fucking day. That just made my day.
Nice. That's a proper saw. It's a good ending to our hike.
Oh my god, I am so happy I found it.
Nice work, guys. We are triumphant. Nicely done, buddy. Nice work. Good hike, guys. Look at that.
Man, like I said, you know, you put a little ice cube.
Look at the tree, it's just dripping.
Out on the way in, we'd have a mouthful by now.
Yeah. Man, I am gonna capture some of that.
Oh yeah, you can see that's some good sap. Just milking the tree.
Oh, Ruby, please come. Ruby, put your red dress on. I'm taking you out dancing tonight. Dances are strange, they all look deranged. It doesn't mean they can't show you a good time. Feeling so fine. Won't you be
So after about 10 minutes or so, this is what we have. Doesn't that look appetizing? I'm gonna try it, so. It's actually not bad. As Ray Mears would say, it's a taste of spring. It's good. It's got like a fresh, planty taste to it.
Yeah, it just tastes like a tree. It's the only way to explain it.
Take a sip.
It's weird, when you described it, like, you didn't quite know what you meant, and then I tasted it, I'm like, okay, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. What do you think? You guys want a sip? Yeah. Enough that we can all try it. What do you think?
water you get out of a coconut.
Yeah, like coconut water. Exactly. It's like coconut water. Just toast to this hike and the success. You know what I want to say, Josh? I want to be like, man, as soon as you drink that, you're not the same. So priority one, surplus it is. Danny,
Yeah.
that's our next course. Our next course is going to take us there.
Definitely worth. Yeah.
I'd love to check it out. All right, we're heading there. So look at this guy. We are driving through the woods on this gravel road, and this guy is actually fixing my car as we're traveling. Thank you, Danny. Nicely done.